Today we're going to talk about the 4 things that annoy me the most. Guess what?
Oh no, being late, punctuality.
You're listening to...
Jom Sembang, Malaysia.
You know why she said being late? It's because I'm always early than on time, and she's always on time, or sometimes slightly later than on time. So I'm always waiting. So yeah. Anyway, there's one thing to be talking about, but let's not focus on that today. Otherwise, you say I choose and hentam you,
No
right?
lah.
So no. So I think today, I was just driving just now and I was thinking about these 4 things that kind of annoy me, and I thought, hey, quite an interesting thing to talk about to know what your point of view is lah.
Okay, Jom.
So I think one of the interesting one that I just encountered yesterday was taking the lift.
How is that annoying?
Okay, so me and my friend, 2 person, we were inside the lift, and then the lift opens, and then there are 101 people there.
In front.
And then we are walking out. It's definitely we are walking out because it's the top floor. It doesn't go any top. Like, we just arrived at the top floor lah. There is no way we are staying in to go down again lah, you know.
Yeah.
Before we could even step out, everyone like pushing their way in, and I was like, hello, you don't let us out, then how? Then they push us in, not like push to the side. Push us inside, then we have to excuse me, come out. And I thought like, wow, where is
you all didn't like stand in
restlessness?
front of the door,
We
you know, like
did.
open and you charge out first.
We did. But then they just assumed we weren't going out.
At the top floor, okay.
Yeah, so I thought like quite rude. And then I realized it actually happens very, very often. When you're taking a lift. I mean, sometimes I might do it unconsciously at my condo because, well, my condo does not have many people taking lift lah. So you just assume.
Yes, I was going to say sometimes I am also guilty of this.
Correct.
But if I see somebody in front of me, I will back off.
Something like that. So it's like 90% of the time in my condo, it's no one lah. So I just ding dong and go in and go. But on certain occasions, there are very obvious people who like, then see you coming in and they just let the door close and slam on you. Or they... Yeah, I always think that the most basic, what they call it, etiquette.
Yes, etiquette.
She's just trying to teach me how to use this word. Is to allow the people who are inside to come out first.
Yes.
Despite how desperate you are.
You know how they say common sense is not common sense anymore? Basic etiquette is not so basic anymore.
Okay. And then you let people go in lah. And then if people are going in, then you press the door lah because you're inside lah. Don't just stand there and just stare, literally stare.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
So I don't know if it is because there is no, well, big word, social consciousness, so to speak, or there's no awareness that it never occurred to them that they should hold the door.
Maybe.
Which is a little bit sad lah, if that's the case lah.
It's also like, I think the second one closest to lift would be escalator.
Oh, wait. I want to talk also about lift
come.
one. Escalator.
Escalator you also
whole
have.
story altogether, right? Okay. Wait. But lifts, right? My pet peeve lah. I also can talk my pet peeve lah.
Come.
Is when people stand right at the panel, the tekan panel there, right? And they're like also oblivious. So everybody who walks in have to excuse me, and try to like squeeze their hand and see what number like contort their body. And they're like, oh, not even
like, hey, can I press for you? Nothing.
Yeah. And they don't even take a step back. So after a while, I got so annoyed with this. I walk in, if there's there, I'm like, excuse me, please. Like, like really excuse me face lah. And then they're like, oh. And then maybe they take one step back. So the obliviousness. So that's my elevator pet peeve.
Escalator for me is something like, you know how actually there's a rule that if you are not running or walking up the escalator, you should be standing on the left. Okay. But if you want to walk up because you don't want to stand, then you should do the right. Okay. In Singapore, they really follow that rule lah.
Correct. I was going to say the doors thing in the LRT in Singapore, MRT, you also have that.
Correct. You can
literally
see it, right? But in Malaysia, right, you just stand over left, right, center and just talk, and then people behind want you to pass by and you just talk and you just block the path for people who want fast. That for me is quite annoying. Okay,
but to be fair, it's not really a culture that has been taught or practiced.
Yeah. I mean, they don't even use the lift culture. How would they do the escalator?
No, they don't even use this on the road.
True.
Slow kenderaan yang belahan, tolong ikut lane kiri.
Okay,
tapi sekarang tak, dia orang kat middle.
Good that you
so
talk
in the
about car.
Escalator pun sama.
Okay, the next pet peeve I have is the car.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so car, right? I think this came up before. I drive a car and chances of me sitting at the back or the front of my car is not possible lah. I'm always the driver mah.
Oh,
Alright? So indirectly, I don't really care what people do to my seats.
Okay.
Okay, like just make yourself comfortable lah. Okay?
Uh-huh.
But there are some people who is like, if I sit their car, I cannot touch the seats. Then I cannot be comfortable. Then I tell myself, it's okay, it's people's car. But then I was thinking, hey, wait, is this a common thing or not common thing? Am I expected to, So there was this story in Singapore last year. This Grab driver and the passenger decided to switch radio station without asking him. And it became a big hoo-ha. So I was thinking,
The
in
fact
my
they
car,
actually touched the radio is like, what?
you see, okay, that's your reaction. So in my case, right, if I have a friend sitting with me, maybe I won't say close friend lah, like not first time friend lah, okay, and decided to just change station, chances are I might be 50-50 okay with it lah.
No, but they actually should ask first lah.
That's what the radio fella say lah. So I'm asking you, what's your take
That's
lah?
what I said lah. I mean, it's common courtesy to, even I want to adjust aircon pun, and I mean we're good friends, and I will ask what, okay I adjust aircon.
I think adjusting radio, you should ask. Adjusting aircon, you shouldn't.
But why is the same temperature after I make the...
Okay, that temperature
turn down
can.
the fan and
the
then
one
after
the close
you-
the aircon, left, right one. That one normally I would say don't have to ask lah. Then you don't
generally
be silly
cannot
about
lah,
it
but then you don't know lah who is
correct.
the
But if
driver,
the
what
level
is
of the
their-
aircon, then you should ask lah because it affect everybody in the
True
what
lah.
lah.
Tapi saya akan tanya juga lah. I adjust lah, no problem lah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I would lah. But if you adjust in my car, the aircon vent, I should be okay one lah.
Okay.
If you turn off the thing, then I would like to know because then after that I would like to turn it back on lah. But then also because I got senior passenger in my car lah.
But I think turning back on, okay, that's the thing. I always find that if I turn off, let's say the aircon went, okay, before I leave the car, I will turn it back on.
But then you got elephant memory lah, so you can remember lah.
Okay.
I might not remember lor.
So I was just talking to my friends about this, like what people do in the car, what people don't do in your car. Okay, because like I say, I don't really know. So I had people going like, hey, there's rubbish at the back of your car. Like, how would I know? I don't say that back. Whoever that say that. So I'm a bit like,
Yo,
then
that's
you
such a
just
no-no
clear it lah.
lah.
Then don't complain about it because you're
true.
sitting in my car, but then when you complain my car
About
got
my car.
rubbish lah. The
Correct.
most you want to
But-
say, hey, I throw it for you.
People throwing rubbish at the back of your car
It's
is
already a
also
thing.
an appeal
Like my
lah.
sister lah, huh? Forever leaving tissues at the side of my car. I don't know why.
Maybe she forgot to take away lah. But it's a bit rude
every
lor.
single time.
It's like you're leaving trash behind lor.
And I always find tissue is something that I wouldn't want to put in anyone's car.
Yeah,
It's not hygienic.
correct.
You put a plastic wrapper ke or whatever. I say
Yeah.
okay. A tissue is like a, I don't even want to pick up and clear thing. Like what is it even doing there? Coins, I'm still okay.
Leave coins lah, tips.
Yeah, but I think one of the biggest thing that people should always ask is the food.
Oh, eating in the car?
No, not even eating lah. Eating, yes. I think sometimes they ask, which I don't mind at all. Or carrying food is I don't mind at all. But there was this conversation that my friend had. She went out on a road trip. She was driving, and then the friend said, "Hey, let's go there and there and buy something." And the friend drove her there, and she bought like a few packet of beef noodle and put in the car. And then they were driving back from PD or something.
Okay.
So it's like 1 hour drive with beef noodle in the car. So this fella was like driving like, I was like, never tell me one. Number one,
Right.
my whole car is gonna smell like beef noodle, and you never even ask me. Number two, you didn't even buy me a packet of beef noodle.
Oh no!
Like what? So I think that is a big thing that I would care about if I don't know the
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, imagine if it was durian. No.
Especially recently when I have a little bit more of a smell allergic
Sensitivity.
in the car, because I haven't been having good appetite.
Okay,
and been
next time
feeling
I ask you first.
nauseous. So right, I will be like, But last time it doesn't affect me at all lah. It's just that recently only lah. So I was thinking, actually, like you say lah, common sense, not common sense lah. So a bit interesting. So what are your other car pet?
So the one you said about adjusting the seat, I personally don't mind if you adjust my seat, but I would appreciate being told because, like I said, I got senior passenger in my car, and let's say it's adjusted, right? And I don't know, right? And then after she come and sit, right? My mother lah. Then she'll ask, "Hey, who's in your car? Why adjust the seat? That for me very, it's unwanted stress and that one lah. So if somebody adjusted my seat, then you let me know, I adjust back lah after that.
Okay,
I'll tell you to adjust back to. She said very weird one lah, like recline
but it's
like
more
all the
of
way to the
other
front
people's
one.
factor lah, not entirely your
So
factor
for me,
lah.
it's I don't have a problem with it, but it's more of I know that it's gonna come lah.
Okay.
The not
So
very
is that,
nice thing
sorry,
after
my
lah.
car is not just my car, so
Something like that.
something
But
like that.
if you're really, really fussy, then you buy the car, right? They got automatic one lah. Then you just reset for passenger one. You press the thing, will adjust one lah.
Yeah, but I think in general, when we get into someone's car the first time, even if you're a very super close friend, it's a good time to actually test out what is the driver's limit of things lah. And don't just assume that you can just do whatever lah. So for example, aircon levels, yes, should ask. Volume, okay lah. Radio volume can ask.
I think it's no harm lah.
Correct.
It's just indicating your respect for the owner of the person lah.
Correct.
And the other thing you need to know is the heaviness of the door.
Yeah, I cannot do how many times. Bang, bang, bang. So you think my door very heavy,
Well, some cars, right, you don't push high enough, the thing don't close, then you have to close again. So like, I have to close so many times.
Yeah, true. So like one of the habits that I have in the car when I'm with a passenger or a friend, I never turn on my radio. It's out of respect. So I don't understand when I get into a friend's car and their radio is so loud. When I say hi, they can't even hear my hi. And then I'm like, wait, is it my problem or whose problem now? So I want to ask, what are your thoughts about this?
For me, I used to like having the radio on because for me, it's like, hey, I'm enjoying this music, right? And if somebody was, let's say I'm fetching somebody, this was last time, and then I'm like, hey, we so and so like this song. So it's like I'm sharing the music with so and so. Hopefully they come in and they enjoy. So earlier, right, I said overthink, right? So yeah, even that I sometimes overthink like, maybe, okay, not this one lah. Okay, next one. Okay, she coming in. Okay, let's play this.
You know, listen your playlist or song before you go into the car.
But then I realized that when people get into your car, they talk.
Correct.
Or we would talk. And then I cannot enjoy the song that I wanted you to enjoy.
And then you are distracted.
And you also cannot enjoy that. I distracted because I cannot focus.
Correct.
So I end up turning down the music. Softer. But then what's the point, right? Because music is meant to be heard and enjoyed. So I don't enjoy white noise lah. So now I will turn off. But sometimes long drive, you need the thing. So okay lah, when the conversation drop ready, then
let's listen to a song. I tried that with my mom when we drove down JB the last time. I think we talked about an hour and I got a bit tired already. So I said, okay, come listen to song.
But
the
also
song
refreshing.
play less than half song. She started talking again.
And then turn off.
And then I was like, okay lah, never mind, let's turn it off. It's not working.
Unless you have playlists instrumental.
Lagi she will talk.
You play cafe music, you know?
You play instrumental, right? There's no vocals to fight with her. Then she talk more because she thought that the song is just
you mean you want to have a little bit peace and quiet?
Yeah, but she talks over my music.
I'm sorry, that doesn't work.
Okay, after the break, I'll tell you what's the next two things.
Okay.
That
You said
annoys
4 already,
me.
3.
Yeah, we did 2. We did lift and car. The escalator was a plus.
Oh, okay. 1A, 1B. Hey, we've got good news for you. There are a few empty slots in our advertisement breaks. So if you'd like to become a sponsor, drop us an email at jomsembangmalaysia@gmail.com or text us at 016-696-0546. That's 016-696-0546. Now back to the episode.
Okay, the next things are quite related one lah.
Yeah.
Dining.
We're like so excited talking
Dining.
about annoyances.
I mean, it's the only time that we can share with people, right? Instead of going home feeling annoyed with yourself.
Okay, yes.
So for me,
Dining.
right? Dining. One of the things that really, really annoy me is people who use their phone when I'm dining.
Okay, yes, I know that.
Yeah, you will notice when I first know people, at least, before we are super, super close, right? Half the time, my phone is away one. I put down my phone and it's not even facing up, it's facing down. And I just concentrate on the thing. Which last time was like once a while you find people like that. Now you find 0 people like that. Okay, hello! And then they're still on their thing, pressing.
Yeah.
I really find that like, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Right.
So I always tell them, if you are close enough, then I say, can we just focus for a while?
Yeah.
Or,
But is this during the entire time?
I won't say the entire time, but it's like maybe 50%. It's like, eat, press. Okay, then, and then press. I feel like I'm talking to you, but I'm interrupted every 3
You're
seconds.
actually not here.
Yeah, here and not here like that. And I find that if that's the case, I always walk off and say, we shouldn't even have bother having lunch.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I was having lunch on my own and then listening to your phone calls or your...
Oh my gosh, yeah. Taking phone call is like worse.
Like, yeah, I mean, when your friends are too close to you and they are salesperson,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, lor. Hello. And then half the time, like, by the time she finish, I don't know whether to continue the conversation or not.
Yeah.
Because let's say we are talking
the phone
halfway.
might ring again.
Yeah. And then every time it comes back. So I had 2 or 3 sales friends lately. I cannot. And they said they cannot put it lah because it's sales friend. Then I said, I don't know how to continue this friendship.
Or just don't makan lah.
But even if I don't makan, I realize, let's say we're walking at the mall. Finish makan lah, let's go for a walk and get cafe, cheesecake or something. As I walk, talking halfway, then she's like, oh, wait and then I reached there. So I feel like there's no time that I could feel engaged, and I always come back feeling like either I know bits and pieces and a lot of unfinished conversation.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was almost eating alone.
Yeah.
With a lot
Actually, it's very tiring.
Yeah.
Because you started and then you don't know whether to continue after that, or maybe she's not interested, or maybe he's, yeah. But okay, my take on that is, with people close to me lah, let's say we are walking, and then we sit down for a meal. That might be the only time I can actually check on. Because I cannot be walking and talking and texting, right? So
yeah, that does not happen to you.
Yeah, I cannot. I try lah sometimes, but then you sit down, the first thing is like, was there anything? And it's not like, how to say, it's not like I make a lunch appointment with you. You know, if it's different. If I have an appointment with you, okay, 10 o'clock, we meet, we sit down, okay, we talk. Then it's like that time has been
after podcast recording, we go for lunch, that's not counted.
Something like that. Because now is my catch-up time. But I would normally say, just hang on, let me just reply the urgent messages first, or whatever lah, things that need to be done now. The rest all I will put later. But I think usually even then I was like, just 1 minute lah. So they also know like if they need to clear their whatever, they also can. Yeah, it's just a pause.
So it's like you said, she needs to reply some messages after recording, then both of us will sit down there and reply messages together.
Something like that lah. But if it's during the whole entire time, then I do notice that it has become a norm. But I try to consciously put it aside. Because actually you're not even enjoying your meal.
Correct, you are distracted, you don't taste the food lah.
Yeah.
So for
me, I know Gina
right,
feel like she didn't eat, then she's not full.
Yeah, correct. Even though it's a whole full meal, and if I'm like busy, like, don't know, doing something else while I eat, I don't feel it. But I just find that I'm guilty of that as well, sometimes, especially with people I'm close with. I just assume they know that I'm busy lah.
Yeah.
But I also feel that after that, I'll feel bad. So I try to consciously still continue to put
about not replying.
No, just to the person who was there when I'm trying to like, I got urgent message or whatever. So I try, really try very hard not to touch my phone if possible.
Because actually, things can wait one.
Can. If it's not, they call you already.
Yeah, unless even if it's a call, I even more won't pick it up.
Because it will take a longer time.
I don't know what it's about. And
correct.
You didn't make any prior
agreement to talk at a single that time.
So, lor.
But the other reason is not just rude lah. If you want to reply one urgent message, which is fine, but we are humans. The humans nowadays reply message, end up go Facebook, end up go Instagram, come back then.
Oh yes, correct. Because before you open.
Correct. You see all the rest of the notification.
Yes.
We should tell your friend, hey, I need 30 seconds. It become 3 minutes because of that. 100, 100 things that's happening.
Betul.
So it's like, it's my currently, I have a few friends who, after pandemic, when they join back the workforce, I can't stand hanging out with them. And I don't know how to tell them that.
Oh dear.
It's so bad that I really like, it's not working in the car. They'll be talking halfway, then they answer phone call, and then eating time, and then walking time, and then doing coffee and cheese time. And I feel like, what was that about?
I think we all, self-included, we need to prioritize what is urgent, what really needs to be done now. For example, if somebody medical emergency, then I attend to you now, right? I can't get into the door. Actually, can wait also lah, but out of courtesy, you would try and settle that first lah. Oh, I had an appointment with so-and-so, but I can't get into that kind of urgent thing, then I can settle this and then go.
Correct.
But there are other things like, I don't know. Sometimes I get texts like, let's say you send something and like, hey, can proofread this for me? And then I'm like, Oh,
No. Yes.
I
No,
think this is
don't know.
urgent because it's like, otherwise I'll be holding up her work. But then I'm somewhere else. And then like, how? So maybe then the next thing to do, is this urgent? When do you need this?
Correct.
Or if you're texting to ask, maybe I'm just thinking of this now, right? It's good to say not urgent or
Yeah.
sorry, I need this as soon as possible. Then people know whether I need to attend to
Correct.
this now or it can wait until I get to the car and sit down. And
Correct.
actually now it's like you get into the car like, okay, now I can like attend
You
to
take
some
10
urgent
minutes
things
before you leave the car, right?
and then you wonder, why is that person taking so long to come out of the parking lot?
Correct. But I think that's a good tip to actually indicate the priority.
Yeah.
Because I'm currently working with a production in JB and I'm so efficient that everyone who texts me, they get scared.
Oh, okay.
Because I reply text so fast and everything. So when I text them, they get scared.
Okay.
They will be like 5 minutes later, they're sorry for late reply. And I look at the clock. Oh, what, 5 minutes only more. And it's not urgent. So they are always on their toes because I'm efficient in my text for them.
Right.
But I'm only efficient because I'm trying to catch them at their non-working hours to do this project that we're doing.
Yeah.
So now when I text them, I said, no priority, 3 days later is fine.
Something
then
like that.
it's okay. I said I will call you if it's urgent.
Yes.
And then they get freaked out when I call them.
So yeah, sometimes I'll say, no hurry, but before I forget, I'm just saying this. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, the fourth things that I have is last one. Table manners.
Not related meh? The phone one?
Yeah,
okay,
that one's
okay.
more on the phone lah. Okay. So this is table like for example, sharing food. Okay, so if you order, let's share a nuggets. And then come 6 nuggets. And then there's 2 person, the one person eat 5 and then one person eat 1. I was like, use your brain, man. And then you always split the bill, but you're eating out of the portion. Like, I find a lot of people are not very aware that when we say sharing, unless it's fries, then by all means go and like don't count the fries lah. Okay, but if it's something like a nacho, I mean like a nugget or a fried chicken or something obvious one, like a plate of sushi, then at least make sure you have a balanced number or ask the person, hey, can I have some more?
Yeah, you are not.
Correct.
Okay, you know, I overbought the other way around, right? On this one.
You are totally the opposite. First of all, you must force her to eat like, I finished eating, this is yours. Like I must
like you should not you. That like very paise one about sharing. So sometimes actually I don't like to share.
Less stress for you, right?
Less stress for me. My version is, people say I eat very slow. So in my family, they will say I eat very slow. Actually, it's not that I eat very slow, no. I'm not sure whether there's enough portion or not.
All her own thinking coming out.
Yeah! But you notice if it's my own plate, okay, I say it's slow my own plate, but it's a lot easier to manage because it's like just finishing everything lah. I don't have to like...
kacau anybody lah.
Should I take that or should... which one would I don't know why I think these things are bad. Overthinking,
I just remember my brother don't understand this concept. But my brother special needs lah.
Yeah.
Basically,
but no special needs also got this problem.
If you say sharing, then he just whack. You know, whack is none of my business.
Yeah, siapa cepat dia dapat gitulah.
Yeah, so when we had to share with him, because when he does it in public with other people, it's a bit like, walao, what's wrong with your son, glutton, you know?
Yeah.
So we had to like 8 piece, you must divide maths. Then we just said, a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
If you serve, let's say, it's normally a table of 10.
Yeah.
Let's say tofu got 10 piece.
Yeah.
He nicely swap 3 piece.
Yeah.
So we had to like teach him, go 1 round, got extra, then you take. Oh,
but
why
you say it's very tiring,
why But you see, Chinese restaurants fix one 10 means 10 unless you suddenly 11 then you stuck lah.
Correct. So that was easy lah. You know it's one, then everybody like, extra nobody want, then you take the other one lah.
But really not like that one. Nowadays you go Chinese dinner, wedding dinner or something, you can see 10 pieces there, but by the time come to your turn, 0 pieces when you have taken none, and you're like wondering what's going on. Where is the makan respect?
So now I tell myself, right, if we're going Dutch, I'm just going to take what I want to take. As in, and I know that I won't do that lah. But I won't be like, nobody want that, I take lah.
Yeah, you should take your piece lah. It's people like you that complicate things. Let you go 1 round first lah. Got extra, then I take my part lah. Hello, people go 1 round, that means
you
everybody
know who's taken already lah.
Correct. So you just take your part and then you know.
Yeah, unless I really not keen on it lah, then okay lah, you have it.
Correct lah. So it's very like, for me, especially when it comes to a group of friends who share food, I'm really like,
But I tell you one, Gina's not fair one last time. She eat popcorn. You know, last time, I don't know why we would buy the popcorn with mixed caramel and non-caramel, right? For some reason,
told you from the beginning.
I don't know why maybe I didn't know there was a fully caramel one. Well, I just took it that way. Right? She'll take all the caramel one and you're left with the non-caramel. Like, then I'm like, why don't I just take the whole thing caramel? Then we can
I think the whole thing
just
caramel was
have-
new. Last time it was always like, even if it's caramel, there's always like mixture so that it's not too sweet.
Correct, but I always end up eating the white one. So yeah.
Sorry. But I did tell you from the beginning when you buy.
So yeah, so now we buy just the totally. Be smart also lah.
Yeah. But I think the dining ethics is quite important, especially when now a lot of people we share our meals. I mean, we have meals and we share the bills, and then food costs are high.
Like macam.
So yeah, just being aware of that lah is quite important lah. For me lah. So sometimes I really just eat my portion. Then I say, "Well, you finish eating?" Then I'm like, I finished my portion already. I'm just waiting to see whether you guys are not finishing your portion. You know, COVID did one thing good is I will just say, oh, you know, I got COVID, right? So no good, share. Come. I cut, I can take. Okay, or I will take the salad and I scoop. Everybody, scoop.
So much easier that way. Oh my gosh.
I put it under hygiene. But it's really just me going,
Yes.
everybody have a portion, don't,
Yeah, because for me, I need to ration. Also, that's why. So like, I need to ration. There has to be enough rice to finish. And I don't want to finish with, it's just meat left there, I don't have vegetables. So then if I don't know which meat I can eat, like, overthinker, right? I need to like save the vegetable on my plate. It's just very complicated. So yeah, eat your own meal is much easier. Hey, but no fair lah. You share 4 pet peeve, then I don't get to share.
Okay, I give you one last one.
Just 5 nice number 5.
Correct. Top 5 things that annoy us. This is the title
This one is
today.
the topmost one in my list.
Come.
Is people listening to stuff on their phone in public areas. It's like, especially when it's like TikTok or Reels, and it's like every 30 seconds it's like different sound, different noise.
Correct.
People assume, right, that the whole world wants to hear whatever nonsense is coming out of their phone. Some more, you know phone sound, right? I know lah, it's supposed to be very nice speaker if you're in front of it.
I actually blame it on the phone models these days. Or rather the phone, the phone supplier.
Makers?
You see, last time when we buy phone, it comes with headphone. Now you buy phone, it doesn't come with headphone. Then if you expect the seniors or whoever, or even not even age group lah, I buy a phone.
That's the reason?
Now I need to make an effort to go out and buy a headphone.
Oh.
Then if I don't have the time, I'm busy. That never happened for another 3 months. Then you hear me doing that.
Are
in
you
public.
sure?
But I don't do that.
Yeah, last time not so what. But
Last
that
time
was before the era of TikTok and Reels and stuff.
Correct.
So
it always
you
come
don't-
with a headphone. You will have no problem with it one.
So it
Now
could be 2 reasons
doesn't,
huh? It's like, it's just they're watching there and then they're oblivious to the world. It could also be that. Okay, so this is a petition to phone companies.
When you
Please
say
put
phone?
earphones or earpods or whatever. At least the people don't have to listen to other people's things on the
I
in the
think so
public
too. But
places.
I think it's also have to do with generation and age groups.
Okay.
Like my parents absolutely hate putting things in their earbuds. Like their headphones is like, just listen lah. Why must I plug something into my... Compared to my brother, he doesn't like listening to
To what?
to, let's say, in the car, you turn on radio, the same song playing. He rather play the same song on his iPod and stuff it into his ear with the headphone.
Because other people are going to judge what he's listening to?
No, it's just that they prefer it right at the ears, loud and clear,
Yes.
compared to
Because then you can hear everything in clarity.
ambience. Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay lah.
Okay lah. Maybe it's not age group. I don't know anymore.
No, the reason I don't like to hear it out in the open is because first, I don't like what you're listening to, and it sounds not very nice. Like the quality of the sound that's traveling through the air.
Correct. And imagine, right, you're in
Yeah.
let's say, a MRT coach and a train coach or something like that, and you have 10 people doing that.
Oh, yo.
It's like
Pingsan
gonna drive me
ay.
nuts.
Satu ay dah nak pingsan. Or if you're in a cafe and trying to read a book or you're trying to do some work and it's just very distracting lah.
I think they probably think that they're the only one who can hear it. Like, hello, you're sitting in a cafe, you on, everybody look at you, you still la la la.
Do you
la,
know that even when I play audio messages,
it's like this?
I put
this
it
to
as
the ear.
close to my ear as
Correct.
possible, and hopefully I won't catch out the next person. Of course, I also don't know what's the content lah, so they don't put out lah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what I
privacy.
do now is when I leave my house, I will put the phone volume, not the ringer, just the volume to 0. So that if I happen to scroll Instagram, the moment I
You
turn
won't
it on, it won't go
accidentally- Yeah lah. No, but I don't mind if tertekan. Aku okay je. Tapi at least have the courtesy to turn it down or silence it after that lah. Okay, so for those people who know me out there, my phone, right, half the time is on silent because if I'm in the studio, like now, I put on silent. I go out, I will forget to turn it back on or whatever lah. So if you call, right, and I don't hear, right, that's the reason.
Yeah, because it doesn't ring.
Yeah, it doesn't ring. Or it's on focus mode or something and I forgot to turn it off. So it's not like I action, tapi yeah, just text lah.
Yeah, so I think if you are out there using your phone in the public area, maybe at the mama store playing games, watching video, or in waiting to the LRT train, or just in the lift, watching something, just remember how we all don't want to know what you watch. Or even if you want to know, right, we don't want to hear it.
And seriously, listening to things on earphones is a very nice experience. Left and right. Stereo.
Yeah, just enjoy your media when you are focused media lah. Don't walk around and half enjoy media lah.
You might actually enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah. So that's the 5 things that annoy us the most. Tell us what other things that annoy you, and then maybe we can have another 5 another round.
Maybe we have a better world out there. Jom Sembang Malaysia is hosted by 2 Malaysians who are passionate about Malaysian stuff.
Stay tuned every week for a brand new Sembang session with Cerita Suito and Gina Yap Layung.
Today's episode is recorded at Studio 2105.
Remember to click like and subscribe for the brand new episode next week.